So I asked my mom, and I don't know if she said yes or not. Well, obviously she said yes. Okay, so next is Digitour Summer. So no, that was last summer. So the people on this tour were like, he's so problematic. To hurt you, but I got to be honest. Hey guys, it's me, Janelle. So for this week's video, I'm going to be telling you guys my experience with a couple different meet and greets. So I'm just going to tell you guys how it went, how the person I was meeting was, and like just the overall experience of it. So I did one of these last summer because I went to a couple meet and greets then, so I will link that in the card. And I just want to say, I'm not trying to brag. I know I've met a lot of people, but I pay for all of them with my own money that I work for. And I just want to let you guys know the experience if you want to meet a certain person or you want to know how they are at meet and greets, or just if you've never been to one and you want to know how they work. So let's get started. The first meet and greet I'm going to be talking about is for Connor Franta. So I actually met him December 9th of last year, so it was quite a few months ago. So he has a clothing line with Urban Outfitters called Common Culture. So he was going to different Urban Outfitters and meeting people there. He came to a mall close to my house, so I decided to go. I'm trying to meet all of O2L, so when I heard Connor was coming here, I really wanted to go. How this meet and greet worked was, it wasn't where you buy the ticket online. Like, this was a first come, first serve sort of thing. I went with my friend Trinity, so we woke up at 5 in the morning and we got to the mall around 6. And there was a line. There was probably like 30 people in front of us. So I think Urban Outfitters opened around like 10 or 11. I'm not really sure. So when it opened, we went inside. And to get a wristband to meet him, you had to buy something from his clothing line. So he had, I think, 2 sweatshirts and then like a shirt and a hat. But when you were done buying the clothes, you just got to wander around the mall. The meet and greet was at 6 o'clock. And they wanted you back in line by 5. It was actually a really fun day. So like at the beginning when we were waiting in line, you were allowed to get up to get food. So basically like the only place that was open in the mall was Starbucks. And so me and Trinity like walked around this like empty dark mall, and it was actually really cool. Hey guys, we're in a deserted mall right now. It's like 6 in the morning. There's no one here. Yet they're still playing music. And literally, when we got our Starbucks, we like put it on the ground of the mall and took a picture. We do when there's nobody here. Put our Starbucks on the ground to take a picture. Now on to like the actual meet and greet part. So we went back around 5 o'clock. We waited in line and we got to the meet and greet. Connor was really nice and really sweet. So Common Culture sweatshirt I got, so it's just like this beige color, and then there's like a broken heart with like an X, and then it says on the sleeves it says hopeless romantic. That was my experience meeting Connor Franta. Moving on to the next meet and greet. So this was like an traditional meet and greet where you like buy the ticket, go to the venue, that sort of thing. So this was the day and night tour with Johnny Orlando, Kenzie Ziegler, and Lauren Orlando. Little backstory for this. The closest place they were coming to us, where I live, is Chicago, which is around 6 or 7 hours away. I actually did like a Chicago vlog with like the tours, so if you want to watch that, linked in the card. My sister is like obsessed with Kenzie Ziegler. She's like her favorite like internet person, and so I wanted to surprise her and get tickets to meet her. And so I bought the tickets for my sister, and I was just gonna go to Chicago like just to go because I never been there, and then I was just gonna like stay in the hotel during the show. A couple weeks after I had bought the ticket, Zach Clayton, he announced that he was going to, and I was like, oh my god, I need to go. So Zach is like my favorite internet person, like Kenzie is Lizzie's favorite, and I did meet Zach before last summer, but I couldn't like not meet him again, if that makes sense. Like I planned it out to like get the tickets for my sister to meet her favorite person, and then my favorite person was a guest star. It's pretty awesome. In line, they went down the line and asked for our name, and then they crossed us off the list and gave us our lanyard, so that's like kind of like our ticket in or whatever. It probably took like, once we got inside, probably like 30 minutes, not that long really. So we got there in line, we met them. I actually have a video of me meeting them, so I'm gonna insert it. That's why I'm like, yeah. It's okay. She's really excited. Okay, don't try. Hi. Oh, I'm sorry. For Kenzie, Johnny, Lauren, and Zach, they were all just really nice. We waited in like the area for the concert for I think like 3 hours. It was terrible. Like overall, we stood like for 5 hours and I was so tired. The concert was really great. I love this show. But the only thing was, like, everybody was getting pushed, and the security was telling everybody to, like, take 2 steps back, but that honestly just made it worse. The tickets for Kenzie and Johnny's tour, I believe the meet and greet was like $60 with like the fees, and then you have to buy general admission also. So overall, I think it was like $80 with general admission, which isn't too bad for a meet and greet. So the shirt that I got from Zach is like this tie-dye one that says Property of Zach Clayton, and guys, it's signed. I literally freaked out. Next is Did You Tour Good Times? The people on this tour were Jackson Creoc, Bryce Hall, Mikey Barone, Tyler Brown, and Justin Blake. I really liked Jackson and Mikey, and they were like some of my favorite people, but I wasn't like obsessed with them. But then over like the point of me like waiting to meet them, I like got obsessed. I think I bought the tickets around, it was either at the beginning or the end of April, can't really remember. And then the meet and greet was on July 28th. So over those like couple months, I was like getting super obsessed with them. And then I also got obsessed with Bryce Hall. I didn't really like him before, or I guess I just had never like watched his videos or anything. But now I'm like super obsessed with all 3 of them, so I'm really glad I went. So this was one of the cheapest meet and greets I went to, which was honestly awesome. The tickets for the meet and greet were $39 with like the service fees or whatever. It was like $43.29, like some random price like that. But it was honestly a really good price. And then general admission was I think $30 with the service fees. And they had a lot of deals where there was like 15% off, 20% off, 10% off. But I bought my tickets like right away when it came out because I like wanted to make sure I had them. So I went to this one with my friend Morgan. I'm not trying to call anybody out here, but I'm just going to go through the people and tell you how they were. So first was Jackson. He is the sweetest person I've ever met. Like, he's so nice. Like, literally, he would, like, say something, and then he'd say, I love you, like, 4 times. Like, he's so adorable. I love Jackson. Next was Justin. I didn't really like him, and I didn't, like, know of him, but he was really nice as well. And then Tyler Brown. I'd met him last summer too, but he's changed a lot since then. So I was expecting Tyler to be like really rude because he's like so problematic on the internet, but he was actually really nice. And then for Mikey. So Mikey and Bryce are also some of the most problematic people on the internet. He wasn't rude, but he wasn't nice, if that makes any sense. I was just like a little bit surprised. Like, he was just like, hi. Like, enjoy the show. Like, he didn't even smile, like, with his teeth. He just looked very, like, tired and, like, uninterested. Like, he wanted to, like, go to sleep or something. And I understand, like, they were on a tour. So sometimes people have bad days. Like, he just wasn't what I expected. And then Bryce also, I think he was, like, I can't even remember, honestly. He was a little nicer than Mikey, but none of them were as nice as Jackson. Jackson is just the sweetest person out of all of them. And I think since Jackson was first, my expectations were set like really high. And so when Mikey and Bryce were just kind of like unenthusiastic, I was just like, oh, okay. I don't hate them. I still love them the same. Like, they might have just been having a bad day, or they're just tired because they don't get anything. Oh, I've been shaking. I love it when you go crazy. You take all my inhibitions. Baby, there's nothing holding me back. You take me places that tear up my reputation. So after you met them, you got the poster and the lanyard, and then you had to go back outside, which makes me so mad. I talked about this in the last video that I did like this, but we had to go behind people that had general admission, which I hated so much. But they should have had like a general admission and VIP line, so like when the VIP people were done, we didn't have to go behind general admission people. The show was great. They just did a lot of like challenges and games and stuff like that. There was like a band that came on tour with them, so while they were performing, people were outside. So like I was checking Bryce's Snapchat and he was taking pictures of people in his merch like outside. Me and Morgan went outside and I got to take a picture with Bryce. And she got to take a picture with Tyler. And then Jackson, he just went straight back to the bus. And Mikey and Justin, they were just like standing around there. We literally were just like hanging out with them. I have some clips. Like, I'm just going to insert all the video clips.
Oh, Mikey! Really?
I lost all my contacts.
Tell him secret. Mikey! He's so rude. Mikey? I know, he ignored us.
Literally just like hanging out with them for like 10 minutes. It was honestly like so fun. Their t-shirts were $40. Like, what? Like, I don't understand. $40 for a t-shirt. I've never spent that much before. And like last summer I went to DigiTour and I'm pretty sure the shirts were only $30. Online, they all had like a variation of their merch as well. Some of them the exact same thing. And the merch is only $20 online. I wanted to buy Mikey, Jackson, and Bryce's merch and then like the tour shirt. But Bryce's and Jackson's are online like exactly the same, so I'm just going to buy those. So here is Mikey's merch. I ended up actually getting the tour shirt as well just because it was really cute and I don't have any like bright yellow clothes. So it says DigiTour Good Times. Sorry it's wrinkled. It was like in my laundry basket. And then the back just has like all the dates. That was my experience meeting everybody I talked about in this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.
To hurt you, but I got to be honest. I can't give you what you need.